Hey guys, Ike here from Mike'sOutdoors.com. We're here today to do a review on the Quest Centec. So right off the bat, the Centec is a price point bow. This is a $500 bow. It's in that $500 range depending on if you get the package and where you buy it from. But this is a mid-priced bow from Quest, and Quest is an offshoot line of Prime. You'll see the similar look in that straight riser, similar look in the limb design and the cam design. And actually this is the same cam that Prime puts on their bow, but without the split string track. So it's gonna have that same smooth draw that the Prime bows have and still produce that pretty good speed that they have. It just doesn't have that string track, that split string track. So this is a really nice cam. It has a module based draw length adjustment on here, and the draw stop is actually built into this draw length. So this rolls around and hits the string. It is a string stop. So as you adjust your draw length, it will adjust that draw stop for you. So really easy to do. Okay, so let's talk about the specs on this bow. This is a 32-inch axle-to-axle bow. This has a 6 3/4 inch brace height. The draw length on here is module based, and it adjusts in half-inch increments from 25.5 to 31 inch on the draw length. This is available from 40 to 55 pounds and from 55 to 70 pounds. So 15-pound draw weight adjustment on there. I really like that aspect of it as well, especially coupled with that draw length adjustment from 25.5 to 31. So you can buy this in the 40 to 55 pound for a shorter draw archer, and they can work their way up and they can actually increase in poundage and draw length as they go. So I really like that on this bow. IBO speed rating on this is 325 feet per second, and this is a 4.4 pound bow directly out of the box. I had this bow out the other day and my hunting partner came over and checked it out, and one of the things he first said about this bow was when he picked it up was how light it was. He really liked the lightweight aspect of it, and it is a really nice lightweight bow. This is available in a few different finishes. All of these are going to come with the black limbs on here. The camo finishes are available, are Realtree finishes. I believe this was a Realtree camo finish here. I'm not sure exactly which one it is, but this is a really cool looking camo. Really like the looks of it. It's also available in the green, and I had one of the Primes in green with black limbs, and it looked sharp. So overall the bow looks fantastic. Love this camo and love the overall look of it. I like the straight riser design on this as well, and I love the way this thing shoots. So let's take it over here to the range and let's test this thing out. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start with the Chronograph. Okay, so this bow is set up at 68 pounds, 27.5 inch draw length. It has 20 grains of weight on the string, and we're going to be shooting a variety of arrows. We're going to be starting with our lightest weight arrow, which is 354 grains. 286. Next arrow here is my hunting weight arrow. This is my SD Hunter from Deer Crossing, and this one is going to weigh in at 460 grains. Last arrow here is my Hog Hunting Arrow. This one is 492 grains. When I ran the numbers through the speed calculator on this bow, with my setup it said I should be hitting 288 feet per second. We showed you the lowest result, which was 286, but we did hit 288 multiple times. So this bow, if you were to set it up at IBO spec, which is 70 pounds, 30 inches of draw weight, and a 350 grain arrow with no weight on your string, you should be able to reach that 325 feet per second mark on this thing. So really happy with the speeds overall on this thing. So we're going to take it now. We're just going to shoot this bow. We'll show you the draw cycle and talk about some of the things we like about this bow. Okay, so the first thing you'll notice when you pick up any bow is the grip. The grip on this Centec is really nice. It is machined really well. It is nice and round with a flat back on it and nice round edges on the opposite side as well. It's really thin as well, so you got very little hand contact. This is a absolutely comfortable grip on this thing. So draw cycle on this thing is really good as well. Typical with every Prime that I've shot and every Quest that I've shot, it is absolutely butter smooth. See, it builds up to that 70 pounds and then drops off, and when it drops off you're holding next to nothing. You're holding 15 pounds or something like that. The draw stop or the cable stop on this thing is solid. You can see there Got just a little bit of creep to it, but not much, not hardly at all. So on the shot, you can see there, very, very little recoil. And again, I'm shooting back tension, so I'm pushing and pulling with this thing. So very, very little recoil, very, very little noise on this thing, and it has almost no hand shock. So let's shoot a few more arrows here and show you guys just, again, how smooth and how good this thing shoots. Again, draw cycle is really good when you get back all the way as far as creeping goes with it. You can really, really relax with this bow. You can see my front forearm just completely relaxed with this bow. It is a pleasure to hold even at 68 pounds. As far as pin float goes, this bow is very, very stable. This bow does absolutely no pin float on this thing. I'm shooting with no stabilizer. I do have a quick disconnect on the front because I have had a stabilizer on it, but this bow, the pin float on this is very, very minimal. I've been really, really working on distance shooting this year. In years past, I wasn't able to shoot past 20, 25 yards with the range that I had. My long distance shooting has gone way downhill. So I've been really focused on that, and with this thing out at 30 and 40 yards, it is very, very stable. That 32-inch axle to axle is actually really, really solid because the riser on this thing is so long and the limbs on it are so short. So it is very, very stable and has a minimal amount of pin float on this bow. Bow is very, very comfortable to hold. When you get it back at full draw, you can just hold it all day. The cam lean on this thing is very, very minimal too because of the design that they have with this cam and the way it pulls off of both sides. The cam lean is just nothing. As far as tuning this bow goes too, it was a breeze to tune. I came out, I walked back, tuned it, and I broadhead tuned it, and this is the bow that I've been shooting in the recent broadhead reviews that I've done. The G5 Striker I used in, and another broadhead test that I did as well. So this bow was really easy to tune and really easy to get set up and get ready to hunt. Now, as far as draw weight goes, I usually hunt with 62 pounds, but on this bow, it's so smooth and it's so easy to hold. I'm going to hunt with 70 pounds on this bow. It's really solid and it's really accurate and it's really easy to hold back. I don't think I'll have an issue with trying to pull this thing back with a lot of clothing on either. So I don't think I'll have an issue with hunting with 70 pounds with this particular bow at all. Put a couple more arrows downrange here. I really like how quiet the bow is too. No stabilizers on it, nothing but a string stop to really dampen noise or anything like that, and it is really, really quiet. Now, I don't believe in the whole dead in the hand thing. I know I've said that in the past, but dead in the hand, it does have just a little bit of vibration on this shot that you're going to feel, but which is typical of pretty much every bow that you're going to shoot. I'm shooting a 460 grain arrow. This is my hunting arrow, so it's not an extremely heavy arrow, but it's not real light either. So it makes the bow really nice, really quiet, really vibration free, and just shoots fantastic. So this is the Centec from Quest. I'm impressed with the technology that they put in it for the price point of this bow. I'm also impressed with the speeds. I don't think you'd have a single trouble getting up to 325 feet per second if you were to set this thing up at IBO. Strings on this are pretty good quality. You can see I started out with my string loop here, and the peep sight was in line with it, and it's rotated about a quarter of a turn, and it did that in about 50 to 60 shots. So it settled in pretty early and it just slowly started rotating. Now it's got a couple hundred shots on it and has stopped rotating, and it's right now where I can see through it, but I'm probably gonna have to do a little bit of adjustment on it and get it rotated around. But the technology on this bow is fantastic. The cam system is super smooth and really, really easy to hold back. That's what I love about this thing. At full draw, you can just hold this thing forever. Even pulling 70 pounds, when you get it back to full draw, you're not holding hardly any weight at all. So fantastic bow to hunt with, and it's really accurate as well. Easy to tune. Love the grip on the bow. As far as vibration and noise, super quiet. Just a fantastic bow from Quest. The Centec is just fantastic, especially for the price point. This has a lot of technology that you're going to find in the upper end bows, and it's going to be a great bow for anyone out there, whether you're just starting or whether you're a seasoned hunter like me. I've got 3 bows in the house, and I guarantee you this is the cheapest one of all of them, and this is probably my favorite to shoot. This one is absolutely jam-packed with technology, and it's half the price or more or less than what those other bows are going to be. So this is the Quest Centec from, or this is the Centec from Quest. So be sure to check this out. We will put a link directly below so you can go right to their website and check this thing out and learn more about it. Fantastic offering from Quest, a fantastic price point, and I don't think you're going to find a better bow out there for that price. If there is a better bow out there for that price, it's the Quest Thrive. The Quest Thrive is the one I reviewed last year and absolutely loved that bow. The Centec is as good or better than that Quest Thrive. So fantastic offering from Quest. Check them out at the link below. And for more product reviews, how-to videos, you can check us out at ikesoutdoors.com or on social media under Ike's Outdoors. And please be sure to like, subscribe, and share these videos. Appreciate you guys watching.